All right, this is the NCAA Division II semifinals. Minnesota State Mavericks. Coach Todd Hoffner along with
From left to right, for you, the audience, Maven Krejci, Coach Hoffner, Sam Backer, and Hayden Eckert.
All right, Coach, open it up with a statement about today's game.
Yeah, a hard-fought battle. I thought we came back and tied the game in the third quarter. Things were feeling good at that stage of the game, but you know, this Valdosta team always has a response. They came out. At one point in time in the game, they were 4 for 4. They went 4 drives to start the game. They scored touchdowns in every single one of those drives. That was a bit much for us to overcome. There was a point where it was 28-21, and I told some of the guys on the bench, I said, if we score, we're going for 2, and we're going to try and end this. So, you know, we knew what we were up against. Great Valdosta team. Wish them nothing but the best in the national championship game. But what a magical playoff ride that Minnesota State had on the backs of these guys, especially our seniors here in Maven and Hayden. This is only the 3rd team in school history to win 3 playoff games in the postseason. And so the other 2 went to the national championship in 14 and 19, and we were unfortunate in those games. But this team, in my eyes, is the 3rd best team in football history. Made it to the national semifinals here at Minnesota State. Really proud of these guys. We made some mistakes early in this football game. They had a big kickoff return, and they had a long drive, converted on 4th down, touchdown run. They had a pop-up to us. We mishandled that. So the first 4 drives, we made quite a few mistakes on special teams. But we came back, scored a touchdown. Sam Backer ran it in, so the game was knotted up at 7s. Kicked it out of bounds after that, we did. So they started at the 35, they had a big run, we had a penalty, they had a penalty. We had him in our grasp, right? And he scrambled out of it. The quarterback did and got some yards. They ran a wheel pass for a touchdown. We had him covered in the flat, but when he turned upfield, we lost him, and they scored a touchdown to go up 14-7, and then our 2 returners ran into each other on the 4th drive of the game, our 2nd. Moving the ball, we took a negative play, and then we missed a field goal right before half. So at that stage of the game, there was only 4 drives total in the entire first half, and which is really tough. A lot of pressure. They had converted on both of theirs, and we missed a field goal, so we were hoping to get some momentum going into halftime and try and be down 14-10, but that field goal was missed. And then second half, right, we had a big TD run by Sam, right, tied the ball game up, 14-14. Valdosta State, they had a kickoff return. We pinned them deep, right, but they had 3 big passes, right, 2 bubbles that went for a lot of yards, like flat passes to the back. We didn't figure that out until late, but they get out to the 30-yard line. They had a TD run on a power play. It bounced outside, so they took the lead, 21-14. We had a big kickoff return, but we turned the ball over on downs. We had 1 run, and we had lost some yardage, and they had gotten the ball to 28. So at that stage of the game, they scored a touchdown. It was 28-14. Tough to overcome, but we had another gigantic kickoff return. Took a negative play, but we, under Hayden's threw a touchdown to Isaiah Emanuel, which was a big play on 4th down to draw the score to 28-21. And so, the next drive that Valdosta got, it was our first 3 and out of the entire game. So things were looking good that we were only down 1 touchdown. But the sad news is we went 3 and out on the next drive when they backed us up, and we punted the ball, and they went 3 and out again, and we just couldn't convert late in the game to knot it up, and they had gotten a touchdown late. So really proud of our players. What a tough battle. I thought we fought hard for a very, very long time. We just didn't convert towards down the stretch, but defense came up big. Those last 2 3-and-outs that we got before their kneel down, before they had a big run, but really proud of these guys. It was definitely not a 4-drive game in the second half. I had a feeling that there was going to be a lot of drives in the second half, and we needed to score more than 14. We got 14 on the board, and we needed a lot more than that to win this football game.
Questions for the student athletes?
Sam, tell us that 69-yard touchdown run. What'd you see? It looked like a pretty big hole that the line produced for you. What point did you know that you were good to go?
I mean, the play was dive, and it's usually an A-gap play. I mean, our hogs up front really moved everyone, and once I got right past Brogo, I didn't see anyone there but a couple DBs, and I was like, this is the most wide open hole I've seen all year, so I just kind of sent it downfield.
Hayden, Maven, I hate pulling you away from your teammates here in this your senior year. Maven, you're All-American. Hayden, congratulations becoming the school's all-time touchdown passing leader today, career-wise. Talk about the careers you guys have had here at Minnesota State.
I don't really know how to put it into a few sentences, honestly. It's been a long journey here. You know, just proud of everyone this season. You know, we fought through a lot of injuries, tough games and whatnot. Coach Hoffner, Coach Henning, all the guys, you know, that recruited me here. I can't thank them enough. They've truly changed my life for sure. This place is special. This place is really special.
Yeah, I guess I had a unique way here. Can't thank Coach Hoffer enough for the chance. Just means so much to put this jersey on. The team is special, and I'll never forget them.
Any more questions?
Coach, obviously you guys both had success on the ground. What did you see from their run game that maybe allowed them to have some of that success?
Well, Coach Slickty, our offense coordinator, obviously put our guys in a great position to make plays, and I thought Sam ran hard, I thought Christian Boston ran hard, but they don't do it without the linemen, right? The tight ends, even Hayden will chip in every now and then and block. The receivers block. You know, we have a philosophy that we have to run on the road, and this is our 9th football game of the year on the road. People need to think about that for a second. I don't think there's a lot of teams out here that would be at this point, having played 8 other road games, and then coming to the #1 team in the nation and giving them all we got and going toe-to-toe with them for 3 quarters plus. So, you know, really proud of these guys, how tough and arduous of a journey that this was. Normally we're a bye team like Valdosta and, you know, playing at home in the national semifinals, but hats off to them, they earned it. I think they got a great shot to win the title game, but you know, this is one of those seasons where 9 road games is really hard to do, and but we couldn't have done it without a lot of fighters. These guys got a lot of fight, and really proud of them.
Any more questions?
Coach, could you just talk about the impact of the punts late in the game when y'all got the 3-and-outs and got backed up, had on the play call? Did it kind of take away some of the passing game?
Yeah, I think that's a good question. If you're wondering why we punted, right?
No, I'm talking about more so when they punted the ball back to y'all and got y'all down in 7-10 late in the game. Did that have an impact on the play calling for y'all passing wise?
Yeah, I don't call the plays. Coach Slickty does, and I put a lot of faith, trust, and belief in him. He's obviously done a great job all year long. We ran the ball 3 consecutive plays, I think, and unfortunately we didn't get a lot of pay dirt, and their defense came up big when they needed to in those big moments. I felt we needed a punt, or else it would have been an automatic score if we didn't convert that 4th down. So we were trying to stay in the game. The clock kept on ticking away, and you know, we punted a couple times late, but I felt like we had to, or else we were going to give them some free points. So, you know, at that stage of the game, hindsight's 20/20, right? There's always better plays when the ones that you call don't work, and I've been in Coach Lichter's shoes. It's a tough job to do when you're playing a great defense like Valdosta.
Any more? Okay, Coach, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Student athletes, thank you. Congratulations on a great season.